Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte. We are taking a look today at some of the top prospects in the 2021 NHL Draft. Owen Power seems to be leading the way, and not too far behind is Finnish forward Ratsu. We're going to be taking a look at those guys as well as a couple of other guys at the University of Michigan, as well as a couple of other guys around the world. We'll be taking a look at all of that in this video. If you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and even bigger subscribe down below. And let's take a look at the latest rankings for the 2021 NHL Draft. So, the 2021 NHL Draft may not be the strongest in terms of a Connor McDavid-esque player or a Sidney Crosby-esque player, but the amount of players in that top 10 to top 15 in this draft, it's going to be pretty impressive. And this is especially important, especially with the lack of scouting and stuff going on and leagues being played due to the pandemic that is continuing on now for about a year. So there's a lot going on, and it's had an effect on the rankings for what scouts believe is going to be the first overall pick. There's a chance that we see 3 of the University of Michigan's players go in the top 5 in this year's draft, so we'll be looking at those guys as well as specifically Finnish forward Ratsu, who going into the last year or two has been projected to be the first overall pick, and he's starting to get some competition from these Michigan boys, so we'll be taking a look at that now. So we're going to take a look at who is projected to be the first overall pick right now, as a lot of the people out there feel that Owen Power is the number 1 guy in most rankings right now. He's a left shot defenseman, born in 2002. He's 18 years old, 6'5", 211 pounds. He's a big boy. He will be in the NHL next season for sure. He has the NHL size, kind of like Quinton Byfield. The past 2 seasons, he's been playing in the USHL, putting up pretty solid numbers, 25 points and 40 points the last 2 seasons. And this season at the University of Michigan, he has 12 points in 16 games, 2 goals, and 10 assists. He's a +7 on the season. He's taken 2 penalties, not too bad in 16 games, so he's a pretty disciplined player. This is a guy that most people feel will be the projected first overall pick in the draft. But not too far behind him is some competition over in Europe. Finnish forward Ratsu, the left winger from Finland, 18 years old, a little bit on the smaller side compared to Owen Power, only 6 feet, which is still quite tall, and he weighs less than me, so he's got to pick up on the bulk there at 167 pounds. He's played in Kärpät the past 2 seasons, and he's got 8 points in a combined 2 seasons with Kärpät. He got 4 points in 12 games last year, and he only has 4 points in 14 games this season. So we'll see what happens here with Ratsu. His draft stock has definitely gone down, but I think the name, kind of like we saw a couple years ago with Nolan Patrick, just the name Nolan Patrick or Ratsu will keep them likely in the top 5 come draft day. So looking at to the other 2 Michigan boys that could go in the top 5 this year at the draft, we're looking at centerman Kent Johnson. The BC native is 18 years old, 6'1", 163 pounds. He's been playing in the BCHL with the Smoke Eaters the past 3 seasons. He's done pretty well, putting up a couple of points, over 100 points last season in the BCHL. This season in the Big Ten, over alongside Owen Power and Matt Beniers, he has 18 points in 16 games. So he's doing very well this season. And projected to be a top 5 draft pick. If you need a center, he could be your guy. And the other guy that everyone's talking about up at the University of Michigan is from Massachusetts native Matthew Beniers. Matthew Beniers is, again, a little bit taller than Ratsu, right in between Ratsu and Power. 6'1", 168 pounds, another left shot forward. He can play center, I believe, as well. And at the University of Michigan, he's done quite well. He's picked up 13 points in 14 games for the Wolverines this season, 4 goals. And in the World Junior Championship, earlier this year. He picked up 3 points in 7 games, a +3. Matt Beniers is another guy. Again, a lot of Michigan Wolverines will be selected at least in the top 10 in this year's draft. A lot of hype around these guys. Zach LaHayu has also drawn a lot of attention in the QMJHL, as well as a couple of other little names here and there. But overall, those seem to be the big guys right now. Brant Clark, Mason McTavish, Connor Lockhart, Zach Dean, Dylan Genscher, Carson Lambos, Cole Sillinger. These are the same names we've been hearing for a while. Daniil, what's his last name? Daniil Cheka, Dmitry Zugan, Kirill Kurzanov. These are the names we've been hearing for the past couple of seasons. We'll see where they end up going, but like I said, at the top, seems to be pretty heavy toward Owen Power and R2 Ratsu, and not too far behind that, in some order, will be Matthew Beniers, as well as a guy like, see, now I forget the name, just like that, guys, Kent Johnson. So those seem to be the projected top 4 at this point. Like I said, Zach LaHayu, Carson Lambos may be in that top 5 as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who do you think is the best fit for Owen Power right now? Who needs Owen Power? Is it the team I'm wearing the jersey for right now, the Ottawa Senators? Is it potentially the Vancouver Canucks? Who would have thought going into this season it would be the Canucks? But is it the Vancouver Canucks? Is it the Pittsburgh Penguins? Is it the Detroit Red Wings? Is it the Minnesota Wild? Is it the Devils? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and even bigger subscribe down below. Guys, make sure to check out our weekly podcast every Thursday night at 6 p.m. and our weekly power rankings every Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. Guys, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.